Good morning, YouTube. Well, it's not morning. It's almost 11. But, if you guys can't tell, we shaved the face. The beard is gone. Now, today on the agenda, sent check-in photos. It's a rest day. It's Sunday. But, Coach says, bro, tightened up way too quick, really flat. You need to get a burrito. So, I'm getting a burrito and need to go get a new Sony charger. You guys are on 37%, so need to get a new charger there. Need to go get razors. Gonna go look at some stuff today. Fridges, washers, dryers. It's gonna be a good time. Let's go. I look like I'm 6. Alright guys, first stop today was Buffalo Exchange. It's like a little thrift store type deal, so we hopped in there. I got a pair of shorts and I got 2 jackets, like a camo one and then like a blue and black bomber. Got all 3 of these for like 40 bucks. Come ups. Now next stop, burrito. Oh baby. For those of y'all who don't know who visit San Diego, Sombreros is probably one of my favorite Mexican joints in San Diego currently. Size reference. Look at that. Show you guys. First bite. Oh man. The white Vans. Damn, Daniel! Back at it again with the white Vans. What is going on, you guys? I hope you enjoyed a little bit of the vlog yesterday. I realized I cut it short. The burrito was fucking fantastic. But what I really wanted to make this video about was breaking down my tax situation that happened last Wednesday. I told you guys I did get kind of fucked pretty hard. Etc, etc. So what I'm going to break down here, and I am going to talk money with you guys. So first and foremost, let me disclose, I do have multiple streams of revenue coming in right now. Coaching is my #1. Impact is pretty up there with the top 2 right now, to be honest. So we have that. We have Impact. We have, you know, the little workout splits I sell on my Instagram. We've got you know, commission from First Form, which is pretty decent now. You know, I've got a couple rentals that I have that bring me in profit. So there's a lot of seeds that I've planted everywhere that do generate all of my sources of income that I do have to file taxes on. So this year my main goal was to buy a house or get approved for a house loan. So what I had to do, being self-employed, was I had to pretty much claim as much money as possible to show my income for the entire year. Because the last 2 years, I've been writing off a significant amount of write-offs because I owned my gym, and I was able to do a lot with that. And then I was also online coaching, so I kind of had the best of both worlds in that I was a business owner with a physical business, so I could write off a lot of things. But that, you know, led me to be able to claim significantly less income both those years, so my taxes really weren't that crazy. This year, everything changed. So just to break it down for you guys, I basically paid about $70,000 in taxes on Wednesday, and that was over double what I was expecting of paying. Yeah, I know. Everyone's going, holy fuck, $70,000, you're kidding. And no, I'm not fucking kidding. It was a very, like, it was a devastating hit. And don't get me wrong, I did have the money in my savings. I've been building my savings aggressively since I was 18. Like, that's always been one of my #1 top priorities. Because again, big goal of mine, buy a house. So I've been pushing and pushing and pushing money in there every single year, more and more. Literally any extra money I have, I put it right in that savings. But So I paid $70,000 in taxes, roughly. And here's why. So the first half of this year, I was still self-employed, right? I was a Schedule C when I was filing taxes. The second half of the year, the latter half of the year, I incorporated myself as an S Corp. NK Athletics was my main name, right? Because you have to have a main company to do that with. So I filed, incorporated NK Athletics essentially, and I'm able to run Impact through that as well, which is super nice. So now that I am incorporated for the last half of the year, so here's what happens when you're self-employed. You basically get double fucked on taxes, right? You get an income tax and you get a self-employed tax. So instead of getting taxed 15%, you essentially get taxed 30% of your income total as self-employed. So the first half of the year, and again, I'm claiming every penny I made this year. The first half of the year, I was being taxed on 30% of that, right? And that's a big one. That's a big hit there. So then cue the remainder of the year, I did incorporate myself, which did cut me down. I have a couple notes here if you see me looking down. I did cut it in half back to that 15% range, but here's the thing is we launched Impact in December, and that is the third quarter or the fourth quarter of the year, and unfortunately my fourth quarter profits, because of the Impact launch with the leggings, we did make so much money in that, and I was stupid to do that literally the last fucking month of the year, but that month, you know, our average profits for each month was tripled. So we made triple what we were making all the other months, and that put me tax-wise into an even more aggressive bracket that gets you taxed even higher. So because I was self-employed, the first remainder of the year, or the first half of the year, those taxes went up even more as well, which sucked. So basically, no way around it. What we did do to pull down my taxes a little bit more, and we did end up breaking back down into that tax bracket, which say, because I was originally going to pay about $82,000 in taxes, and I was like, there's no fucking way. And we ended up not claiming my Venmo transactions because, you know, they technically can't track Venmo. It's not necessarily, you know, good or bad. I mean, I wouldn't recommend it. I would recommend filing. I don't use Venmo anymore for this reason, because it's untracked. They can't really solidify it. It's not a good form for business, in my personal opinion and my CPA's opinion. So basically what we did was we just negated all of those transactions for the year, and that did bring me back down into that bracket before the aggressive taxes happened. So that did save me about $12,000. And now so again, guys, if you're self-employed, get yourself incorporated as an S Corp as soon as possible. Make sure it's an S Corp. That basically just caters around our business model the best, and it gives you the best tax breaks, and it gives you the best, you know, approach to not pay out your ass in taxes. So now what am I doing differently this year? So as you guys know, the second half of last year, I did incorporate myself as an S Corp. So for this year, starting the first of the year, I am now an employee of my S Corp. So I get a set salary paid to me every single month. I get paid once a week, and I pay taxes on that weekly salary every single time I get it paid, right? So every time I get paid, I automatically pay taxes on it instantly. So so what this would look like is, say somebody's making $1,000 a month, right? 15%, so $1,000 a week, 15% of that automatically going to taxes, right? Every single week. So that way, that is already solidifying me personally for taxes this next coming year, and then at the same time it's giving my S Corp a break on taxes by paying me those salary and wages. And then on top of that, you know, now that I've claimed this income, hopefully can get approved for a house, I'm not going to have to claim everything. You know, we can get more into write-offs and stuff for next year. Ideally, guys, when you do set yourself up as a business and an S Corp, you want to be showing all your profits so that you can have that background to ever get a loan or get approved for things if you need it. So I recommend dialing this in as soon as possible so you don't get fucked like I did. Again, it was a very, very hard hit, and again, like, I literally still can't even fathom it that I had to pay that much in taxes, but it is what it is when you're self-employed and you start really, you know, kind of branching out those entrepreneurial leaves. You have to understand, you know, this type of stuff will make or break you, because again, $70,000 could have been $30,000 if I would have incorporated myself at the beginning of the year, you know. So that's a $40,000 difference that I could have put into Impact for a significant launch. But you live and you learn, for sure. Thankfully, I'm very, very frugal with my spending. I'm more of a saver than I am a buyer. So again, I've been putting money away for the last, you know, 6-7 years religiously to build my savings up for aggressive things like this, because I'm always anxious about taxes and things that come up and stuff. So that is pretty much my rundown on taxes. I realize it's not like a crazy amount of information, but you know, guys, like I hire people, you know what I mean? I would strongly recommend getting a bookkeeper and a CPA on your payroll. Christina, you guys saw in my last video, she's my bookkeeper. She's phenomenal, and she basically goes into my bank accounts and sorts everything as business and personal, and you know, hey, what's this, what's that, okay, we can write this off as that, and then we take it to the CPA. He punches everything in, and even he's like, hey, you know, we could actually do this and it'll save you, you know, a couple pennies here, a couple pennies there. So make sure that you guys are just well equipped, and make sure that you're establishing yourselves correctly before you really start diving into your business and claiming a lot of income, because I guarantee you guys, just from taking what I tell you in this video, you're going to save yourselves thousands and thousands of dollars in your self-employed career. So all you self-employed coaches, you know, business entrepreneurs trying to get out there and make your own business, I fucking applaud you. It's super hard. Keep going. Make sure this stuff is solidified, because it's gonna fuck you hard if you don't. So my biggest recommendation if you're self-employed is definitely schedule yourself as an S Corp. You're going to get a significant amount of tax breaks from it, and it is going to, like I said, meet up with your business model as self-employed the best. So if you guys enjoyed this video, if you got any sort of value for it, drop a comment down below, give me a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it, you guys. All my links down below. Commission, you know, I get the commission from First Form, and I don't get commission from Build Treats, but they're fucking amazing cookies. I know the owners are super good guys. I really want to see like their company grow. So if you guys want to order some badass cookies, they're down below. I do make commission off of Legendary Foods. If you guys want to use that, your boy could use some help right now. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I will catch up with you guys in the next video.